Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, it's the 10th of October today, and it's been a lovely. We've had another barbecue in the orchard, along with the pumpkin competition. I'll tell you the results later on, how that went. And well, what we've been doing, we've been tidying the front part of the allotment up. The front half, that is. Taking all the flowers and everything out of the beds. In fact, the first clip I'm going to show you is me taking all the calendula and everything out of this front bed here. So let me quickly show you what we've been doing. Guys, what I'm going to do today is going to take all this gladiolas up. I'm going to take some of the tops off the calendula and save them. We're going to pull everything else out and tidy this bed, and then give it a quick hoeing. And the only thing to be left in here then will be the currants, the planter. Everything else is coming out. I'm going to need some sort of a bag to collect all this lot in. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll show you the heads, what we've got, the seeds, and I'll show you how we're going to store them shortly. But right now I've got to find something to collect the heads in, and we'll dry them off in the greenhouse. So watch this space, we'll be right back. So as you can see, we've got thousands of seeds. That there is one seed. As you can see, there's absolutely thousands of them, and yeah, there's still hundreds of thousands on the plants, but we like I say, we're never going to use that many. Probably use about 30-40 plant seeds there. I mean, there's only 16 plants in that lot, so 16 plants, there must be 1600 seeds there or more. Anyway, I've got my seeds. I'm going to put them in a tray and dry them in the front greenhouse, and meantime I'm going to pull all this lot out here and tidy it all up, or start to tidy it up anyway. So we'll be working along the front here first, and then we'll do the sides and everything. So I need to get myself a plastic bag to throw it all in. This is going to be fun. So I'm just cutting all the tops off these, and next year these are all come back. So a few of these these have come from this year, so we get smaller ones, and the next year we get bigger ones. At the moment, just cutting them all back off. Right back to the ground. I'm not going to bore you to death doing all this, but we will be back when it's all done and all tidied up. So we'll be right back, folks. Well, that's nearly killed me today doing this bed here. But we've taken all the calendula and all the gladiolas, tops off, and the daylilies and everything else. However, we're going to take these two trees things out here because they're useless. We're going to keep the bushes, the red currant bushes on the bottom, but we're doing away with these trees because what's happening is they're just top heavy, that's all, and they're just falling over with the weight, so we're going to take them out. This one was the worst one here, so we took this one out, so we're going to take these two. We'll do that, not right now, but what we will be doing is putting some strawberries into this bed, into this bit here, and then we're going to have flowers all the way around the outside of this bed. I have got some tulips and daffodils and stuff, and all sorts of things that I could put in there. I've not decided yet, but as you can see, it looks pretty good. It's all nice and clear. We'll do another weeding in about a week's time, and we'll get the ones what we've missed. And yeah, it'd be good to go, this bed. And I can shove out all sorts of stuff in. This is the next bed, I think. Either that or probably that there. I think that'll be the bed. We're taking all the tops off this yellow flag irises, and then give all the spring bulbs a chance to come up. And then once they've come up and they die back, then you get the yellow flag irises coming back. But yeah, this is what we've been at for about an hour and a half. Nearly killed me doing this bugger, but it's done now. And that's 2 of the 6 beds on the front of the plot that have been done. We've done the rhubarb bed over there, we've done this one. 4 more beds to go. So all that lot went to the tip. Then I decided then to do the 2 raised bed planters, one either side of this middle greenhouse. And I decided to use my saw to saw all the yellow flag irises right back to the base. Don't worry, all the bulbs are like 6 inches deep, so they come back every year. But it looks a bit brutal, but it's the only way to actually do this. And we did it in both beds, so I'm going to show you me doing that. You'll see Buttercup, she was very naughty again, as you'll see. But anyway, let me show you what we've been doing. She's got a bloody mouse here. You're not even funny. I've only been here 10 minutes and she's come over with a bloody mouse. Leave her to it, keep her quiet. Well, that's exciting. All I've got to do now is cap it off with some compost, and the spring bulbs will come up through that. So let's get the the compost and get it spread. There you go, guys. There's the bed all topped up. I guarantee you all them spring bulbs will be coming up in about 2 months time. So that's one bed down. We've got another one on the other side to do yet. It never ends. Well guys, I'm going to take the tops off this bed as well now. So this will be the second of the 2 planters to be done. We've got Buttercup there supervising. That's where we're going to put all the rubbish. It's easy to get rid of it at the Cobden Street tip. And what I'm going to do now is chop these out. Most of them are gladiolas, so I'm just going to cut them back with a saw. It's easy to cut through them with a saw rather than using them pruning shears. We'll cap them off with some compost later on, and the job will be a good one. So here we are, working smart. So I'm going to use that saw to cut all the tops off these plants rather than using the pruning shears. The saw makes it twice as easy, twice as quick, and all we're doing, we just want to take the tops off and then cover them over. All the spring bulbs will be coming up in about a month's time, starting to push through, so we want to get it done now, and it'll start to look lovely. But like I said, we're doing these beds one at a time, and this is the second on the front. So anyway, let's have at it. Let's get stuck in here. Like I say, most of them are gladiolas. There's a few yellow flag harvests, and the rest of them are just a few marigolds what I've got in there. But we're going to whip them out, tidy the bed up. So let's get started. So as you can see, the plants has all been taken care of. We've topped up all the planters which have got the spring bulbs in. So we took the marigolds out of the bulbs, just out of the buckets, just took the tops off them. All the spring bulbs will be coming through there shortly. So this area is all tidied and ready for the spring bulbs to come. I will do a bit of pruning of that tree, just take a few of these lower branches off. The next job will be this bed, but since I'm here now, I'm just going to take a few of these branches off the bottom. We'll be giving this a bigger prune shortly, but I will take that branch out. I've got a saw there, I can actually saw it. Yeah, still a bit more to do, but we'll come back to this. So we top dressed them with compost, and I say all the spring bulbs are about 6 inches deep, so they'll be coming through shortly, which is great. And what I'm going to do now is, you saw in that video I was doing a bit of pruning there with the apple tree. Well, we did a lot more pruning, and we've actually cleared the front of the plot now, took all the weeds out, all the flowers which had flowered and was dying back. We took them all out of all the beds. There's one bed what we've left some African marigolds in, and there's a couple of cosmos plants that we've left in, but everything else we've taken out. We did a lot of pruning, as you're going to see, as I'm going to show you now, take you on a bit of whirlwind tour of the front part of the plot and show you what we've been doing. Hi guys, well, as you can see, the flag's flying there. Yep, she's there. You didn't think she'd be anywhere else, did you? Right, let's have a look at what we've been doing on the plot. Now, this is after we've tidied everything. You've not seen me doing this bed or that bed, or pretty much that bed there, but we've actually been cleared them all, and we're going to have a quick look. You see what we did here. Both of these beds on this side and that side, well, that side and this side are all ready. The spring bulbs will be coming up through them shortly. All the hanging baskets are looking lovely. We haven't cleared this greenhouse out yet. There's a few tomatoes left in here, which we're waiting. They'll ripen and we'll take them out. And then Buttercup's got a greenhouse to play in. This greenhouse here, well, we're waiting for the chilies. These are all the chilies here, as you can see, all underneath here, everywhere. There's a few of them starting to go red now, but we've got quite a lot of them. Well, we got about 30 of them actually. There's a pumpkin. That's snacks. I've still not done nothing with that yet. There's a few cabbages over there. A bit of a disaster actually with the cabbages. I'm just going to shut the door quickly. Oh, it's alright, she's gone past. There's the calendula. We've been bagging it up, tubbing it up at the moment, but I will be putting them in paper bags shortly. A few more chilies there as well. And there's a few grapes on the grapevine. Anyway, So there's that, and we've, like I say, we've tidied all this area. I'm going to be removing all these buckets and putting them at the back of the plot, tidying it a little bit more around here. This water can come off it, although Buttercup likes to drink out of it and she likes to play with that. So anyway, what we've been doing, we've took all the yellow flag irises, what was in here, we cut them out, we tidied the bed up, got all the weeds out. We've actually pruned the gooseberries, so we've done a bit of pruning there. Again, we've pruned these and then took all the weeds out. We will be going in again with the hoe in about 2 or 3 days time, just to get the straggler weeds that we've missed. I've been tidying this area, but we've got a lot of work still to do on these trees. We took a main branch off this peach tree, what was leaning, coming over into this rhubarb bed. I took that off and tidied this area up. Pruned all the gooseberries here. There still needs a bit of work. Strawberry bed, bit of a tinkle in there as well. Buttercup. We tidied all this lot up. I still got to tie my raspberry canes up, and you see me doing here as well. We've done all this and we've topped all the buckets, which have got all the daffodils and tulips in, which did have them African marigold, and as you can see, the hanging baskets looking quite nice. So yeah, that's the front part of the plot almost taken care of. I've got a little bit more work to do. I've got a crown to add into there. I do know where there is one, so I'll be putting it in shortly. The next job will be to take 6 foot off these trees, but we'll do that when all the leaves are blown off. So anyway, that's what we've done on the front part of the plot. This, like I say, there's the things what we've left. Well, we've left the sedum in here and the astilbe, which is dying back now. That just breaks. That'll just pull out. These are just lift off, but I thought, well, what the hell, leave them here, they're doing no harm, and they're full of flowers. Same with these ones. And again, these marigolds, African marigolds, we will be taking some seed heads, and then I'll take everything out of here. We've tidied all the planters, done a lot of weeding in this bed here. We'll be going in again with the hoe, like I said, in a couple of days time, and that's it. The hoeing in these beds it'll stop, because like I say, we've got a load of spring bulbs in all these planters here. Again, we're going to be just a little bit more work to do in these, but you're going to have all the spring bulbs coming up. We've got to work on there's a table there with a load of planters that we need to tidy up as well. And then that's it for the front part of the plot. It's starting to look nice. Buttercup, she's a pain, but she'll be driving me mad in a bit. But anyway, so that's what the front part of the plot looks like. So there we go, all done. There's a few little bits and bobs what still need to be addressed, so I'll get on with them shortly. You will see me doing that. We've got lots of chilies in that front greenhouse there, which is starting to ripen now. I did notice that the flag was damaged and it was all ripped to shreds, so I decided to replace it. So here's me doing that just now. Well guys, as you can see, my flag's been ripped to shreds with this wind. It's been blowing a hoolie over the last few days, and look at the state of it. It's absolutely destroyed. Well, no fear, I have got another flag waiting. So we're going to take the pole down now and reattach a new flag to it. Unbelievable. But we just cut these cable ties. And discard the old flag for now. All we do, cable tie. Not too tight so it can move. Same on the other side. There we go. Right. Time to shove it back up. So there we go guys, the flag's back up. Wait while the wind gets the drift of it. Let's move down here. Won't be too long before the wind blows it. Let's make sure we got it the right way. There you go. Bee's knees. So the skull and crossbones flies once again proudly over the top of my allotment. There's the result. Absolutely awesome. Let's move on. So the flag is Trickler Jolly Roger is flying once again proudly over my plot. It has done for as many years as I've been here. I have got quite a lot of these flags, so when they do get ripped I can replace them when I need to. Also been buying some spring bulbs. I was looking for coin cases, and there's this place Lidl that do these coin cases. They're about 12 quid for these cases. I went up to see if they had any in and they didn't. However, they had a load of spring bulbs, so I ended up buying a selection of bulbs which I'm going to show you now. Well guys, we've been to Lidl and we've been buying some flowers. £1.29 a pack. I'm going to get them all out and we'll have a quick look at them, see what we got. So give me 5 seconds and we'll set them out on the table here and we'll have a look at them. Well guys, I've been to Lidl and this is what we bought. There's 19 packs there. Each pack, I think they're about £1.29. And I've done the math, I don't know, hang on, what's that? 19 times, oh god, £1.29 is £24, carry the one, £24.50, oh, 51, £24.51 I think it is, I don't know, I can't, £24, carry the one, yeah, it's £24.51, I'm sticking with it anyway. So anyway, these are what we got, there's 19, got a couple of packs of crocuses there, some of these irises, Alondica mix, all different colours. Musara, these I like these. I've got these in me planters there. We've got these Narcissus mix, and we got these Tulip Crisper mix. I really do. I like them. They're awesome. And if we get them colours, I've got 3 packs of them. We've got these Tulip Darwin hybrid mixes, you know, pretty standard. We've got this Lambada, another tulip here. We got this tulip trumpet Yokohama. I think is that how you spell say Yokohama? I think it is it Y. I think it is Yokohama. Aminos binders mix. Some nice colours there. Hope we get all them colours. Sea Dove, got a couple of packs of them. We've got these white parrot, a couple of packs of them. So we've done all right there. So I think it comes to £24.51 for 19 packs. £1.29 at Lidl. So we will find places for them all. It won't be today, but I thought we'd share these with you, these bulbs. We'll probably end up getting more bulbs, and I'll be scattering them around the allotment. I'm just at the moment I'm just getting things sorted. Might even stick bulbs in there, in that planter there, why not? And then stick tomatoes, strawberries in around about March. Take the tops off the tulips, and the strawberries will do well. I don't think we'll do that, I don't know. We'll wait and see anyway. But yeah, we've got a nice selection there. So all them bulbs that you see there will be going into in and around the front part of the plot very soon. I'll see any more of the bulbs that I haven't got, you know, flowers that I haven't got, I will get more. I do like to see different flowers growing in amongst all my fruit trees and bushes. You know, I do like my flowers, and again, you do know I'm growing in amongst all the fruit trees and bushes, fruit bushes. Today we've had a party in the orchard again. This time it was a pumpkin competition. We had the vegan barbecuers. They come. I forget where they come from now. Warwickshire, I think they come from. And we had, like I said, we had the normal barbecue going, and there was drink, and we had a load of tools which we sold, and we got a lot of money for the tools, which will go into the coffers for the allotments for the parties. We had the pumpkin competition. We had Don Booth come down, and Steve Dennison. Don Booth is the chairman of the allotments federations, and Steve Dennison is the boss at Salford Council. We got them to help with the pumpkin competition. We did all the pumpkins, and then we wheeled all the pumpkins up to the orchard. Unfortunately, there was too many people up there, children and what have you, so I couldn't really record them all. However, I will show you the record pumpkin, and here it comes now, guys. Well guys, what you're looking at there is the certificate for first prize for the biggest pumpkin on the allotments. £152, there it is. I thought it was only about £50. I can't believe how big it is. And yeah, I won 3 bags of compost, clover multi-purpose compost, so you can't knock it, can you? So that's the winning pumpkin this year. The next closest was £50 or £48 was the next one. So it was 3 times bigger than all the other pumpkins put together, this one. Hell knows what I'm going to do with it. Obviously we're going to try and collect the seeds from it, and give the seeds to everybody for next year. But absolutely awesome. I'm really chuffed with that. I had no idea just how big this was. It was all I could see was like a third of it, so I imagined it was about £50 and would get me second prize. It turns out I won. Oh well. Anyway, there you go, that's the biggest pumpkin on the allotments this year, £152. Absolute result. So yes, it was me. I can't believe I won. £152, that's not too bad. I'm a bit annoyed that I lost my first pumpkin. That should have been nearly £300. That would have had chance to grow. I would have had a £300 pumpkin. I'm absolutely gutted. But £152 is no mean feat, it really isn't.
I couldn't believe it when I seen it. I could only see so much of it, and it just looked like a small one, around £50. But when we started to peel the leaves back, I was absolutely shocked. Me and Steve Dennison, we had to roll the bloody thing out onto the scales to measure it, to weigh it. It was that big. I think the closest to it was £48. But yeah, I won 3 bags of compost. There's the result, and them compost will be put to great use, I tell you. But yeah, it's been a wonderful day. With the food in the orchard was excellent. The vegan barbecuers, I give them some smaller pumpkins for them to chop up, and everybody had some of my pumpkins that I'd actually grown, the smaller ones, and yeah, it went off fantastically. It was a wonderful day. There was clearly twice as many as last time turned up. It was a massive success. Sue did a wonderful job of organising it, and yeah, long may she continue to do the organising. I told her that if she didn't sing, it would be alright on the day, and it certainly was. So there we go. That's it for this one. No Buttercup at the moment. She's off hunting, the little bugger. You know what she's like. Well, you saw what she's like in the video. But anyway, I'm going to go and pat myself on the back for champion pumpkin grower this year. It just makes it a lot more harder for me to do the same thing next year. I actually thought my mate Tommy had it sewn up. I was completely wrong. Bit embarrassing really when you think about it. It was 3 times bigger than this. I literally had no idea it was that big, but hey ho, I'm really chuffed with that. £152, I can't stop saying it. Now I'm going to go home and make me missus miserable for the next hour, telling her that I grew the biggest pumpkin. Actually, we've got a pumpkin at home. He's about this big. Little Frisian, Bijay, whatever they are. Yes, that's what my daughter's called him, Pumpkin. I was going to bring him and weigh him, but he only weighs about £12, so he'd been no good. I think the smallest pumpkin was bigger than him. Anyway, until the next time, you stay safe. Goodbye for now.